First of all, um, thank you, God. I have to be thankful. These videos I make is not only about testimonials, venting, or even awareness. It's also awareness of being thankful to God. I'm just thankful to God as horrible as things is going through with me. And it must be God. Even if I'm the one going to go through some bad things that a lot of people will not go through it. But at this moment, it's just I feel dignified. Under the circumstances I'm in, that should be the opposite of that. I should be like, why me, God? You, as one of these perps said, you've forsaken me, God. No, I'm so thankful that I'm not thankful to be tortured. This is not what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for not doing what this low life do. The cowardness of these people, but the horribleness of what they're part of is just so amazingly disturbing. They're truly childlike, weak human beings. And I'm not even talking about just physically. They don't even need to have physical strength. That's not even that. The weakness is really the cowardness of it all. They live life countering reality of what they're part of. These people are human beings. They will die. They will get sick. They will go through ups and downs. But the way they have chosen to live this life, knowing that they're going to go through ups and downs, very different version, is magical. And they'll see me as this prophet at this point. I've never identified with this manipulation, and I will never. I understand that's what this is about. But whatever I identify with, don't identify with, I know they're going to manipulate me to experience whatever they want me to experience. That's how it's going to go. That's the reality. Target individual, we are test subjects to governmental entities utilizing technology that can rewire and manipulate us. Regardless of the clowns that you see in front of you try to counter reality, it's just clowns. I've seen the level of people, I have seen certain people dumbing themselves down. It's just magical. Some I think sometimes I'm like, these people are close to beyond the spectrum. Socially spectrum. Like there's something is just not clicking right with them, because like, wow, something's really off. And others I'm just like, oh, you're just an opportunist. You just all along try to present yourself as this protector and whatever, but you just enjoy what this gives you. They have people who've turned into clowns. Now, I know that right now my body is breaking down. And the reason why it's happening to me is because they are utilizing technology onto me that does these things. I am not naturally being sick. I'm not naturally getting the condition that I'm having. This is not naturally happening. That's not the case. I'm being made to be sick with whatever I'm getting. This is being forced onto me. As many target individuals, they destroy our body, our immune system, our organs, and we end up getting very ill, right? But the part that they forget is that you don't need to be a target individual to be very ill. And so for me, it's been sometimes like validation of like, don't worry, you'll get yours. You might make me be this sick, but doesn't mean you won't get sick. And the sickness that you get could be things that even money can cure or can treat. You know, one thing they talk about is they destroy my organs, my pancreas, my spleen, my prostates, like I can feel my digestive system destroyed. I feel leakage when I drink. Something really bad is happening to my body, and they keep telling me how I'm rotting because my organs are being destroyed. No, this is because I'm being targeted with this technology coming from the DOD. The Department of Defense technology is being applied onto me. These weaponry are being targeted to me by governmental entities utilizing this trash as the implementer of this program on me, right? And you hear these clowns doing everything possible to disorient you. They use children. I'm telling you, I'm just so thankful. And One thing I'll get out of this place that I'm currently living is the ability to give me a picture, an optic of how perps can be. These people, I mean, just take a look. You don't see the faces. I don't care about the faces. I just want to give you an idea of how this perp have to live life. Not have to live life, but how easy it is to do what they do to us. This picture gives you an idea that it's that simple. The horrible things they do to us can be done in this comfort that they're in. That is that simple. It's that easy. That you know people who do these horrible things like that in this easy way. So it's gonna be so easy for them to get whatever comes to them. Very easy. They have childlike people partaking, involving themselves. These people, if they couldn't do that in front of me, without me saying something to them. They say things, oh, you're a liar, you're I'm like such a clown. Via V2K, right, voice to skull. These people can start interacting with you. And they tend to utilize people who are very childlike. It seems like they want you to get on that level of spectrism. It's supposed to agitate you, and at the same time, it's supposed to kind of like train your brain to be on the spectrum. But for me, I'm like, listen to your dumbassness. Do you think I ever let you live your fantasy? I can't even respect you when I see you. And then to see grown-ass people getting to that level, it's magical. I've seen to see these people and the co-workers of mine. I didn't even want to take pictures. She's just such a clown. It's been humiliation after humiliation. Seeing this woman try to present herself as a it's avenging, we exposed you, trash, you work for governmental entity that tortured babies. I always put that in their face because they always try to, for me, it's been this disgusting psyop of it's like with some, it's our money with a bunch of feminists, femme fatale protecting women. No, listen to Megan's testimonial here. This is what they're part of.
Hey,
and put that in their face all the time.
I just woke up after a pretty rough night. The same thing happened last night as the night before, which was whenever I was trying to go to sleep, the private parts of my body began being burned again, and last night was pretty extreme. I can feel it's going to be the same again today. Already on the harming of the private parts of my body. I don't really know what to do. I tried to go to a doctor to get some kind of pain medicine because what actually happens to me, what is happening to me is my actual physical body is being burned. Things I've been doing some research, I guess what it's called, organized stalking. I'm called a targeted individual. Just feeling some pretty general fear about my own safety, because the government's burning the private parts of my body.
They're involved in this. Okay? This is just a pure physical torture. This is not the first, it's not the last, but these people, I will always put that in their face. They will not escape reality. And because of that, I know they're going to torture me even more because they wanted to escape into this fantasy of what this is about. They do that to children. These abuses.
Last night was pretty extreme. I can feel it's going to be the same again today. Research, I guess what it's called, organized stalking. I'm called a targeted individual. But the abuse last night was pretty extreme. I can feel it's going to be the same again today. Already on the harming of the private parts of my body.
This type of torture is being applied onto children. Listen to this. I'm going to put that in their face till the death, till my last moments. I will never let them escape from the reality of what they do.
For about 2 months straight, and that's also when they made it worse when I eat. Then I also work with a 4-year-old little girl with Down syndrome, as well as her 5-year-old sister, who also has Down syndrome. I observed both of these girls suddenly grabbing their genitals in pain and verbalizing, ow.
Grabbing the genital in pain, the private part being harmed, onto a 4-year-old, 5-year-old Down syndrome. You know they're trying to counter that with? Just me as a middle schooler doing the dumb thing I did to myself. To stop me from the abuses they apply onto children by sexually torturing them, by torturing the private parts of kids as young as 4 years old. Even younger, 3 years old. These trash are disgusting low life. They involve in a... That's reality. I'm not gonna let them escape. The atrocity, what this woman says here.
All of that today, this morning, not even noon yet here, and already I'm experiencing the pain and the harm to my body, to the private parts of my body. It's just hard to feel hopeful, like, just wake up and get out of bed and not know, like, what a day will bring, and just trying to maintain some level of hope, and just in the midst of such heinous abuse.
This heinous abuse is applied on children. Do you understand? They want to escape from the reality of what they're part of. These trash are opportunists. You see, they wanted to do these horrible things to me, that they do to women, to children, but create this fantasy of what this is about. That they know in this program that obviously torture women and children too. But they're just avengers and doing this, you pay, and they're mapping your brain back. Today, the way they rewire my brain is this fashion.
It is dramatic. It's somebody trying to end my life. It's somebody trying to end who I am as a person. It's somebody trying to take over my mind. Putting thoughts of that. Like this disgusting things. You saw where I was going with that first word. Disgusting things that I didn't want to talk about because it makes me sick. I don't even like those words in my...
This way.
It's what is referred to as malodorance. This is the alteration of the smell sensation so that I am often made to smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture.
This way.
Most common examples include homosexual targets that are forced with voices that are derogatory to their lifestyle and similar mental images. Almost all targets are forced to view child pornography in their minds.
And try to talk about me as a child around that age. They are rewiring the brains, disturbing my disgusting things happening to me. Psychologically and of course physically. Right now saliva is just coming out of me. Because they're writing my organs. Just like they're writing men, women, children's organs. You understand the reality of what they're part of? I will never let them escape. Oh, by the way, the entities running this program that they try to make me forget that their reality, try to make me think it's just a bunch of femme fatale, fierce women. No, it's this here.
In 1965, DARPA launched Project Pandora, which studied the possibility of using microwave radiation to control human behavior. The project reportedly ended in 1969, but DARPA's investigation of how machines can affect and possibly control the brain continues to this day.
This is History Channel, okay? This is not conspiracy thing, conspiracy.com or whatever. 1965, 1960s, DARPA was working on how to alter the mind using electromagnetic wave. And today they still try. You understand? And by the way, these DARPA entities is having, and not only DARPA, issue of that nature.
For mishandle other agencies that handle sensitive information. In a November 2009 report, the Department of Defense acknowledged that dozens of Pentagon staff members or contractors had such images. In 2014, the Inspector General of the Intelligence Community found that 2 officials from the National Reconnaissance Office, which oversees America's spy satellites, acknowledged viewing images of child sexual abuse during polygraph examinations. This is so disturbing. At a symposium in 2016, Daniel Payne, a top Pentagon security official, said that when workers' computers were examined, the amount of child porn I see is just unbelievable.
In 2016, that's what he said. 2018, this is what comes up.
According to Child Pornography Watchdog Internet Crimes Against Children Child Online Protective Services, the Defense Department network consistently ranks in the top tier of internet service providers for trafficking child pornography. It ranked 19th of nearly 3,000 networks surveyed in 2008.
2018, ranked top tier for trafficking the most child porn. Who? The Department of Defense network. This bill comes up.
In and out of work. Is it fair then to the tens of thousands who are completely innocent to further allow that much more government intrusion into their digital devices or the things that they're dealing with on their computers?
Well, remember that what's being talked about here is not an intrusion into someone's personal device or even their home. This is about saying Department of Defense computers are being misused to share, to spread, to access child pornography. And we use to...
A bill was created to try to limit that. Because it was happening so much that they were ranked top tier for it. Oh, DARPA? Oh, came into the mix here.
Chris, potentially making this... The Defense Department releasing brand new details into an investigation involving child pornography and dozens of its workers and contractors, some with top-level security clearance. Not only are these very serious accusations, but investigators say some of the people involved were handling the nation's most sensitive secrets, potentially making this a matter of national security. Chief Fox Report correspondent Jonathan Hunt with the news. Appalling story, Jonathan. Do we know more about these people and their security clearances?
Well, we don't know their exact job titles, John, but what we do know is that they did appear to be working, some of them at high levels, across a range of government agencies. Take a look at this, for instance, the National Security Agency, the National Reconnaissance Office, and the very secretive Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.
That's DARPA. You know, they try to counter that because his name is Job Hunt, or something Hunt. It's like, oh, they try to rewind. You remember when you... That's reality. They are countering reality, and I'm putting that in their face. And I will never identify to the manipulation, the facades, and the psyops. But they are here torturing children in horrible fashion, manipulating their brain, then living this fantasy. I'm glad that I got to see things for what they are. And you know, the people who are watching me die, some of them are not in the best shape. But it's okay, everything has its time. It's below me to even talk about them. I don't even feel good talking about them. But for this trash, they need to acknowledge this. That I'm going to be such a prophet by saying the most obvious things. You know what this person said? Because of the obviousness of pedophilia as being an issue. Oh, we're going to see you anally pain. I was like, okay. God give me strength for the horrible pain I'm going to go through. But God, thank you. And earlier today, let me just plug this up. I had to speak because my body's destroyed. You know, somebody said something about this and he was talking about some conflict that's happening in some country. It's like you guys are participating in this or letting that happen, making money, whatever, in your comfort over there. Don't worry, one day you get reimbursed. God sees that. You can enjoy your bank accounts, but one day you get a disease, a condition that even your money in your bank account will not be able to treat. Now, I'm just saying, of course, I've been saying that in certain fashion. No, life is life. It's gonna come, one way or another. Maybe not today, but it will come. Now, in the meantime, if they want to get deluded and live in this fantasy, okay, that's perfect. Because when it comes to you, try to block that out. I mean, there's people who've been talking about how I'm gonna talk about how my body's rotting right now, because they're being targeted by this technology, while they are naturally breaking down because their body just naturally, or without being targeted, acquires some kind of condition. Okay. They tell me how I'm going to have AIDS and everything. I'm like, listen, even AIDS, if you have money, you can maybe not cure it, but you can live a long life. You can live if you are, at this point, AIDS is no longer a death sentence. You can live a long life with HIV. Now, for me, if I get it, I'm already today my body's destroyed. Like, my immune system is gone. And if they give me AIDS now, I'm like, it's like somebody's already dead that you're giving AIDS. He's dying right now. The rest is just, you understand, they do things for theatrics at this point. It's like seeing somebody in his deathbed, let's give him AIDS. Okay, he's dying already. It's for the theatrics. They are creating theatrics to forget reality. They use these clowns. You understand, these people, for sure, is like they are waiting something to, like, these people here, in this kind of circumstance, they don't understand reality because they're blocking it out. And I look this like this magical being by saying the obvious things. You think a person like that doing this is thinking about? And me, I become this wise being. Because there's some clowns talk about you're gonna get AIDS. I'm like, I'm dying right now. Is that AIDS that's killing me? My body is been slowly dying. It's like you're killing somebody who's dead. For you to live this fantasy. Listen, I don't want to have it, but I'm just saying, like, you know how stupid I have to be? To look at somebody who's literally slowly dying, and say, but you're going to die with AIDS. But you're dying today, right now, like this. It would be one thing if I'm a healthy person living life, and then, no, I'm like, and I know this is not just them destroying my organs. They've been destroying them for a long time. My pancreas has been destroyed by them. My liver destroyed. My skin, they've been destroying my immune system. Not because of AIDS, because of what this technology can do. But I can feel pain. They can give me cysts. So for me, it's like, okay, some people here are getting sick. Things are even more deadly than AIDS. And yes, AIDS is a scary disease and condition, of course, but you can live a long life if you have the funds. Cancer is cancer. There's billionaires dying with cancer, with unlimited resources. Slow death, wasting away. So whatever they do to me, this can come to them in different ways. Now, I don't care about them. I don't care how they, they're nothing to me. But I just want to put things back to reality. Like, listen, these bottom feeders are just opportunists. They'll get theirs when the time comes, but do not identify with the manipulation and see things for what they are. I could have been them. I could live life like them, living an easy life. My PJs doing these horrible things, go back, enjoy my coffee, go out, to go travel to work, come back, dressed up and down, just like them, easy. Come back very comfortable, like, I don't want to dress up today, let me just keep my PJs and all, because I'm staying in. Do these horrible things. Just try to just chill, relax. I'm not making fun of the way they dress. I'm just saying that's how easy it is. Just comfort, pure comfortable. Dress in a comfort way, because it's gonna be a long day of just sitting there and just breaking somebody down. Every once in a while, when they want to try hard a little bit, just dress up a little bit, go somewhere, but it's just them trying extra. My point is, these governmental entities filled with pedophiles have empowered some of the weakest people. And they do the nastiest things to human beings in the most comfortable states. When I show this picture, I just want to show that's how easy it is. Trauma attacking individuals stay strong.